welcome to a brand new video where we're trying out the brand new ship within the Princess fleet, which is, of course, the Star Princess, the largest ship in the fleet as well, alongside the Sun Princess. But we are on a Western Caribbean cruise, and we're in
Mahogany Bay, Rotan, Honduras, and yeah, come with us as we show you our cruise on the Star Princess, starting from Fort Lauderdale. So here we are in our $20 lift, taking us from Wilton Manors to the rideshare drop-off at Terminal 2 at Port Everglades. Now this did take about an hour, and as you may have seen in the footage just a moment ago, the driver did cut everyone up on the way in, so be prepared that this is not a quick journey, especially on an embarkation day. Now there was a lot of kind of queues, as you can see here. We did miss the sanctuary line, which was just this sign here. I mean, the space wasn't quite big enough, so we just joined the normal queue. There was a little bit of a wait, but after that we were served rather promptly. One thing I forgot to mention, that porters were on hand in the drop-off area. However, we didn't use them on this occasion due to a poor experience we had out of Miami with another cruise line. Now when we got to the front of this line here, we collected our medallions. If you live in North America, you can get them delivered to your home address. This area here felt a little bit like a leisure centre, or for those North American viewers, a recreation centre, and then you kind of get guided into this part here, which felt a lot newer and a lot more modern. And Ronan's just about to say, here we are boarding the Star Princess, and here's me looking rather disinterested in the background, just trying to get the camera up for a video for TikTok.
one part we did like. Upon boarding Star Princess, there was no one clapping or shouting welcome on board. There were some people selling some spa and drinks packages, which wasn't too much hassle. Waiting for the lifts, as always on boarding day on the boarding deck, is an absolute pain. But we headed straight up to the pool area, and a little neat feature is how good the Princess app is in being able to watch the safety briefing once you've connected to the ship's Wi-Fi, and then it acknowledges that you've watched it all. But here's a little cheeky sneak peek into the Sanctuary Club on board, which we had access to with our mini suite. We're going to be showing you a lot more about this, so do remember, if you are enjoying this video and would like to see this, do click that like and subscribe button, and you'll be seeing those in the coming weeks. So we headed straight down to Deck 9 for the boarding day buffet, and wow, what a difference. You can tell straight away Princess's buffet is compared to the likes of MSC, which we've sailed on a few times now. All the salad was super fresh, all the food was super hot, and this is something we noted throughout the cruise, and we're going to be explaining that in a more detailed food and beverage review later on in the coming weeks. But it was absolutely excellent on boarding day. Lots of different fruits, Chinese, Mexican, Indian. They even had a ramen station where you could get ramen. You headed down to the sort of back of the buffet area, and you had your dessert area. And for the desserts, there was plenty of sponge cakes, and there was some cookies. And I have to say, every day on this ship, the cookies were so soft and moist and gooey. They were absolutely fabulous. One thing to note as well, if you did want ice cream with any of these desserts, and I really love an ice cream with a dessert, in the buffet area, there is always ice cream available, and it's the soft serve ice cream. Going around to the back again, you can see they've got their salads, the coleslaws, all those little bits you sometimes don't see on other cruise lines. You have a child section that had grilled chicken, mac and cheese all the time, and again the salad bar just repeats itself all the way down to the front of the part of Deck 9 buffet area again. They also do have a pizza station down here, which we'll cover more in our in-depth food review. An area me and Alex loved going to was the American diner at the back of the ship. They had sort of more of a basic buffet here, but it was kind of separated from the main buffet area, and one of the benefits of this was how peaceful it was. So even on boarding day here, you can see there's plenty of tables and seats available. And one thing to note, compared to MSC, when you do sit down at the table on board, you do get a large jug of ice cold water, which you didn't get over on MSC.
So join us now for the Sailaway party with our cruise director, Dan. And as you can see here, loads of people enjoying the sheer amount of outdoor space that is available on the Star Princess. Now, one thing that I really liked, they had pop-up stands serving margaritas and Aperol Spritz, which we got for free as part of the Princess Premier package, which was a nice touch. The margaritas were served in like a large glass, and they had photographers as well, so you could get a nice little snap with your large margarita glass. With Fort Lauderdale in the background, which was a very nice touch. Now, for these Sailaways, normally you kind of feel like I guess kind of an audience member. You're watching, what's happening. You're watching the, what's happening on the stage. One thing I liked about Princess is they had someone with a video camera. I'm not sure if we managed to get well, you can see them filming at the moment, but they had someone, I can't remember if it was before this or after it, but essentially they ran around all of the kind of this sort of area to get everyone kind of involved, which was a really nice touch. And then just before we leave, well, every time a Princess ship leaves, they play the Love Boat horn, which I think is very, very Marmite in my honest opinion. I'm personally not a massive fan of it, however, reading online, clearly some of you are. So let us know if you are a fan of the Princess Love Boat horn in the comments.
When you have set off the Love Boat horn, which means you've set Star Princess off on our vacation. Gwen, come here. Take a bow, Gwen. Take a bow.
Now doing the Sailaway party, and unlike MSC and I think also Explorer, again we're comparing it to those because they're the other cruise lines we've cruised with. They have this like nice band playing, rather kind of, I don't know, holiday sort of music. So actually, I think I much prefer this than some sort of tacky. I don't know. It's nice.
Alex certainly was enjoying those margaritas, but that is our boarding day aboard the Star Princess, and what a first day on board it was. Comparing it to MSC, it's really good to see some improvements, and as we go through this series you are going to see all the different parts of the Star Princess. This is a short, snappy one. We've got our room tour coming up next, which is one of the mini suites in the Sanctuary collection, so do remember, if you have enjoyed this video, do remember to click that like button, that subscribe button, and if you really would like to, that bell icon.